The woke people are seriously damaged, hurt people. And you can see that with the septum ring and the green hair and tattoos all over their body. They don't have respect for their own self. And that's what happens when you hurt people to a certain degree. And so they don't have respect for anyone else. And they can't help that. Because if you don't have, you have to have respect for yourself first. And then, most of your respect for others is just an idea that they are like you, which is also something that we have to work on. But the woke people are just terribly, terribly hurt. And they're the opposite side of a lot of the MAGA people at the extremes, the ones that are belligerent and full of hate and anger. They're that's the extreme of the MAGA party that is hurt. And they're seriously, that's sad too, like a serious racist, not the racist like the woke people talk about, but the ones that just hate people because of their skin color, that is somebody who's hurting very badly inside and then wants to push all that hurt externally onto someone else. And it's interesting, the yin and the yang, the bipolar nature of everything. The woke people basically want to kill themselves. They're out to destroy themselves with the tattoos and the green hair. And the other people, at the other extreme, they are hurt and damaged inside, but they push that anger outwards towards others. And it doesn't really matter because you're killing humanity either way. And it's not good. But the thing is, the woke people are doing things that are going to seriously damage society, and the people on the other end are still controlled by the norms of the past. And so they're not as free to act as the woke people are. A lot of them are still full of hate and anger, and it's, are kind of gutted inside of their own humanity, but they are rooted in the norms of the past, which control aspects of their behavior. But the woke people have none of that. They think it's a whole new world and they can do anything they want. And there is some truth to that, and that is what we need to start looking at is, okay, all the old norms, we've gotten so much information now through psychology and sociology and globalization that all the old norms aren't going to hold water anymore, and so we've got to create new norms. And because you have to have norms to control human behavior. We are as violent as the real racist and as crazy as the woke people at heart. And those norms keep us doing things that are productive. But now we're going to have to change all the norms. And it's a wonderful, wonderful time once we realize that and get to work and start, looking at the things that we can do to make capitalism so much better, not to make it socialism, but to make it responsible to the community. So when people succeed in capitalism, what they've really done is help humanity. We can, instead of just being rich, we can make being rich something different, not the end all be all. We can look at what being rich really does to people. It's like being overweight in a lot of ways and really is not healthy and not helpful. There is so much we can start looking at male and female. And, the woke people have got this one horribly wrong. Men cannot become women, but we can use this as an opportunity to define what a man and a woman is. And we will find out that we're not equal except in our opposition, that we are both half of the yin yang, that we have different powers, but they are equal, and they create an equilibrium that is, wonderful. And we can move out of the patriarchy, which is unbalanced. And if we have a balanced system where we respect what femininity really is and toxic masculinity, we are toxic, respect that, then we will have a balanced system that runs so much more efficient. We have an opportunity to do great things right now if we move away from these extremes and start talking to the people in the middle who see both sides and, understand the love and caring and the brutality of the world.